this rebound puts China in the alpha position for 2021?
It does in many ways, Manus. It is something of a V-shaped recovery. We know on the one side it's been driven by public spending on infrastructure, but on the other side it's been driven by this big global demand for healthcare equipment and work-from-home devices, which has driven China's exports. In fact, exports expanded by 3.6% last year compared to the previous year. So the point is, when you look at how the economy finished the year, all of the metrics ended up in fairly robust shape. We saw full-year GDP come in positive territory, like you mentioned. That means it's the only major one to have grown, only major economies to have grown last year. And I think all indications are that that momentum will have carried into the first quarter.
And can this momentum hold, though?
Well, the key, I think there are two questions to that, Anne-Marie. The first one is what's happening with the China consumer. Retail sales actually slows in December. They fell to 4.6% in December from 5.5% the month before. That's because there still seems to be an apparent nervousness in consumers to eat out. Catering and restaurants are getting hit hardest. In fact, there was a 17% drop in catering and restaurants in all of last year. So even in a country where the virus was under control, the retail side of things is still somewhat subdued. And now, of course, we're heading into the big Chinese New Year holiday, and China's dealing with outbreaks of the virus again, especially in northern parts of the country, and implementing some localized restrictions there again. So the consumer story is certainly going to be tested over the coming weeks and months. If the consumer story can hold up and continue to strengthen from here, that will certainly bode well for China's overall rebound. On the flip side, then, is the external story. Like I mentioned earlier, exports are going gangbusters out of China. If that slows down, perhaps as the Western world starts to lose some of its appetite for these healthcare goods as the vaccines are rolled out, well, that will be a drag on China's economy too. But right here, right now, it seems to be in good order, and most economists are tipping a good quarter and a good year ahead for China's economy.